AWID's strategic plan has co-creating feminist realities at the core. What we understand as feminist realities are the ways in which we're putting our feminisms into practice. As feminists, we're building those realities in our homes, in our factories, in our schools, in the ways in which we're relating with one another. And those realities are the things that, as AWID, we'd like to uplift, unearth, amplify in this strategic period.
The context has changed hugely, but many of the issues are the same. At the foundation of all of our work is patriarchy and how that plays out. That's still very much present. The impact of religious fundamentalisms, the impact of unfettered corporate power. I think what we see as different in this moment in time is how all of those forces are really intersecting and feeding off of each other, also linked with growing fascism, frankly, is what we're calling it. You know, it's not just about a crisis of democratic institution.
While systems of oppression may feel pervasive and very big, they don't exist alone. They exist side by side with the alternatives for a just world. They exist side by side with the ways in which we are surviving as people on the margins of these systems of oppression.
When we look at the UN human rights system and the long history and the important role that system has played for establishing women's rights as human rights, there's so much frustration with how that system has been weakened and undermined, and some questioning, do we stay there? Do we go somewhere else? Where else is there? Where we've come to is that we have to hold on to that system. It is the multilateral space that we have. But perhaps the balance of our energies is really shifting towards the more movement engagement, mobilizing, building collective power, and lifting up the proposals, the new realities, the kind of more just ways of being that we see different social movements engaging in and articulating together, that we hope in turn can eventually help to strengthen the formal system itself.
In 2016, we had an AWID forum in Brazil, in Bahia in Brazil, which was around the theme of feminist futures. The idea there was to vision and to dream about the kind of world that we want as feminists. And the kinds of worlds that we want, because I don't think it's any one vision.